Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Mariana's Coffee. Tonight on the Channel 2 News, a response from Saipan Mayor Ramon Camacho in regards to a grant writer resigning, citing sexual harassment. And how to protect yourself from the phantom hacker scam that's targeting elderly victims. Also tonight, legislators talk corruption and mishandling of boost funds. In sports, the Business League basketball tournament continues. Stay with us. These stories and more are next.
What's the move? Kinda wild out. Catch a groove. She said, where you going? What's the move? Kinda wild out. Catch a groove. What's the move?
Let's go.
Oh, they're ready. When it comes to the good stuff,
Oh my goodness gracious.
they stay ready.
These are the two sauces.
Sweet and spicy jam.
And the mambo.
Look how that thing drizzle on there.
The way it's glistening, stop.
Oh my.
Sweet and spicy jam and mambo sauce are on the McDonald's menu for a limited time.
Oh my goodness.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Marian Borja, now former grant writer for the Saipan Mayor's office, resigned from her position last week, citing sexual harassment as her reason. She says that she has been subjected to unwanted advances, vulgar jokes, and inappropriate comments. Her resignation letter said that she has verbally reported and submitted a formal written complaint to the mayor's office HR department about the unwanted sexual harassment she experienced, but was not given any response. Channel 2 asked Saipan Mayor Ramon Camacho about the situation.
Through my the legal counsel, I want to decline making statement because the investigation is ongoing. All I want to tell the people, I don't do anything wrong. All I'm doing is to do my best to serve the people in my ability.
FBI is warning Guam and NMI residents about a new scam they are calling the phantom hacker. Scammers are going after typically older victims and telling them that foreign hackers have infiltrated their financial account and instructing the victims to move their money to an alleged U.S. account to protect their assets. Special Agent in Charge Steve Merrill, who works out of the Hawaii office, says the scammers are impersonating technology, banking, and government officials in the complex ruse, and that they hope that by educating the public about this alarming new scam, they can get ahead of the scammers and prevent any further victimization. The ruse is often perpetrated in three major steps. Step one, tech support imposter. In this first step, a scammer posing as a customer support representative from a legitimate technology company, initiates contact with the victim through a phone call, text, email, or pop-up window on their computer and instructs the victim to call a number for assistance. Scammer then directs the victim to download a software program, and this allows the scammer remote access to the victim's computer. Scammer pretends to run a virus scan on the victim's computer and then falsely claims that the victim's computer either has been or is at risk of being hacked. Next, the scammer requests the victim to open their financial accounts to determine whether there have been any unauthorized charges. This tactic allows the scammers to determine which financial account is most lucrative for targeting. In the second step, a scammer posing as a representative of the financial institution then contacts the victim. Scammer falsely informs the victim that their computer and financial accounts have been accessed by a foreign hacker, and the victim must move their money to a safe third-party account, such as an account with the Federal Reserve or another U.S. government agency. In the third step, the victim may be contacted by a scammer posing as the Federal Reserve or another U.S. government agency. If the victim becomes suspicious, the scammer may send an email or letter on what appears to be official U.S. government letterhead to legitimize the scam. FBI says some people are losing their entire life savings in the region. How do you protect yourself? First, do not click on unsolicited pop-ups, links sent via text messages or email links or attachments, and don't contact telephone numbers provided in these sorts of messages. Do not download software at the request of an unknown individual. Never allow an unknown individual who contacted you to have control of your computer. FBI requests victims to report these fraudulent or suspicious activities to the FBI Internet Crime Complaint Center at ic3.gov. Be sure to include as much information as possible, the name of the person or company that contacted you, methods of communication used to include websites, emails, and telephone numbers.
Legislators continue investigating the controversial Boost program that may have put millions of dollars into the hands of those with political connections. It's been close to a year since the money was doled out, and to date, nobody has been charged. The Boost program launched last year under the Torres administration and was intended to provide supplemental funding to boost small businesses and nonprofits. However, the House Special Committee on Federal Assistance and Disaster-Related Funding says that a lot of the money went instead to insiders.
It's a rape and pillage on public funds. And a lot of it is because family and friends.
A considerable amount of the money also went to new businesses or startups that had just gotten a business license to apply for the Boost funds. Once these businesses received the funding, they either closed down shortly after or never opened at all.
There are businesses that received Boost funding but never opened. There are certain figures that did receive money and closed down their businesses. So we are going to actively look into that with the help of the Secretary of Finance, with this administration, with their blessing, so that any funds that we recover goes directly back to the taxpayers.
Probst said that they are looking into more money that has gone missing.
This is not only about Boost. This is only one component of what we're all looking into. And that's more than $1.9 billion of federal funding that a lot of us are still wondering, where did it all go?
Trey Youngdahl for the Channel 2 News. President John F. Kennedy was an advocate for people with disabilities. The statue was placed here today at the CLI CNMI Disabilities Training and Resource Center. Let's take a look. The Commonwealth Disability Training Center officially opened this morning.
1, 2, 3.
We are officially open!
The Center for Living Independently in the CNMI was established in 2001 as an extension of the Hawaii Center for Independent Living. Their mission statement is to ensure the rights of people with disabilities to live independently and fully integrated within the community. They got their former building in 2005 when they broke away from the Hawaii Center for Independent Living. CLI Executive Director Susan Satur explains what led to the new facility's opening.
We've outgrown it. We needed a new space. So the Disability Network team at that time was You said DD Council, Inum Posse, OVR, and CLI. We came together, and as a team, we decided that this building next to us was empty. It was actually the old credit union, and see if we could get it. And we met, at that time it was Lady Di, and she supported it. And so it's actually not CLI's building, it's all of the Disability Network people, because we all work together as a team.
The building had to undergo extensive renovation costing over $800,000. Satir says that the building will be used to help teach people with disabilities to be independent.
The consumers come to the center and we teach them how to cook, how to clean, independent living skills. The whole program is to keep people with disabilities to be independent, and that's what we do here, we train. It will also be used for example, USED has trainings all the time. So rather than going to a hotel and doing the training, we'll be doing the training to the disability community here where it belongs, at the Disability Center.
Here's what some of the consumers had to say.
I'm a consumer for CLI, and I'm so happy that this building is open. And I'm so glad about it, and I'm so happy. Thank you to Director Sue, the Board of Directors, everybody. Thank you to you guys.
So how is the building going to help you?
It's going to help us getting trained, working with a lot of consumers.
And I'm proud because we're proving it for all, for skills for the living independent. I want them to learn to be like how I do all.
Channel 2 News, this is Trey Youngdahl reporting.
Fast, fun, and easy. That's how your home Wi-Fi should be. So start with an internet plan that fits your budget. Introducing your home Wi-Fi starter pack, also known as WISP. Enjoy up to 25 megabits per second for as low as $35 a month, plus a free router with your wireless subscription. That's hours of movies, games, social media, and more endless fun. Get your Wi-Fi starter pack today only at Docomo Pacific. Better together. Additional conditions may apply.
Celebrate environmental champions this October at the Green Gala. Sign up online and join the Mariana Islands Nature Alliance for a special evening on October the 6th at the Crown Plaza Resort on the island of Saipan. The Nature Alliance brings dedication and compassion to environmental issues and advocates for the protection and restoration of natural resources in the Mariana Islands. This will be an evening to remember as awards are given to the Green Business of the Year, the Environmental Heroes Award, and the Environmental Champions Award. Tickets are $100, and the Green Gala includes a buffet dinner, no-host bar, and live entertainment from Dakine. So join us on October 6th at the Green Gala.
Get your goods here with care and attention with Micronesia Air Cargo Services. MAX is all about connections. Daily flights to and from Guam, 4 times a week to Rota, and bi-weekly flights to Tinian. We are connecting the Marianas. Perishable goods, Home Depot furniture and appliances, even live animals, operating since 2013. Check out our Thursday special to Rota from Guam and Saipan. Call Max at 670-288-6227. If it fits, we'll take it.
One of the best addresses in Saipan has office space available now, right in the heart of things. The Marianas Business Plaza offers reasonable rates and can help build to suit your needs. You'll love the central location, just 15 minutes from the airport and 10 minutes from Garapan. Ample and covered parking keeps your vehicle close and protected. 2 restaurants for easy access, lunch, dinner and business meetings. Building security and 24-hour access to your office. Backup generators, so you can run your business in all weather. And 3 elevators mean easy and convenient access. It's the address in Saipan, the Marianas Business Plaza.
We have a rich history. We have a rich diversity. Let's celebrate this.
Humanities includes the study of language, literature, art, history, and philosophy. Our local Humanities Council mission is to navigate and explore the human experiences of the indigenous and diverse peoples of the Commonwealth by enriching their lives through research, dialogue, programs, and publications. The work goes on all year through a variety of programs, including stipends for books and films.
This is something we try to do every year in October. We try to align it with what's happening nationally. In October, there's National Arts and Humanities Month that's celebrated across communities across the United States. Here it helps us to put a focus on the importance of the humanities, bring people together. As we mentioned, there's a lot of talk about the diversity within our community that make up our identity, and we want to put some focus especially on underrepresented, marginalized groups.
Leo Pangilinan is the executive director and says the site chosen to recognize October as Humanities Month is an important one.
One of the reasons why we're doing this at the museum here today is to cast a spotlight on an important pillar, cultural pillar in our community that helps us, with artifacts, with stories, with images that teach us about our people and history, but also to point out that we could do better. We could strengthen our museum so that it's more inclusive of the reflection of our people today. And so I know the museum has work to do, but I think by bringing us together to see what we have and see what we need to protect and improve upon, I think that's sort of moving us forward in that regard.
You mentioned that there are ways that we can do better. What are some of the ways that we can do better about that?
Well, one of the things is if you go into the museum today, you will not see historical artifacts that speak to the Trust Territory period or even the Commonwealth, our history of our Commonwealth. You won't see leaders that have shaped our Commonwealth from the signing of our Constitution in the late 1970s or the impressive covenant agreement that we struck with the United States. There's nothing of that sort that you'll see in our museum. So we have a ways to go in terms of bringing what the museum can do in terms of educating us about our history and culture, to bring it more to the present.
A lot of those histories are of who we are being lost because we're not putting them in literature, and that's unfortunate. But we gotta try to do something, And I think the humanities and folks like Leo and the museum and folks at the CAO, the Carolinian Affairs and Indigenous Affairs, are stepping up, and I hope that we finally see the value of our history and the value of who we are as humans and members of this global community.
In many ways, the Mariana Islands are the perfect adventure travel destination. Perched on the edge of the Marianas Trench, the NMI has some of the clearest water on the planet and features activities like amazing diving, hiking, boating and fishing, skydiving and flying, and perhaps most important, rich history and culture. But how do we best tell our story to the rest of the world? How do we market to responsible travelers who will impact the NMI in a positive way? We continue our series on the Adventure Travel World Summit held recently on the northern part of Japan. Up on Tenguyama, looking out over the Sea of Japan, the summit area has nice music and seating to look out over the historic town of Otaru. A small habitat gives you an up-close look at some little furry creatures. As the sun sets, some hard work begins. They start filling up a balloon with helium. This guy has an important and I would say somewhat dangerous job. I'm wondering what the workers' compensation job category multiplier is for this position. You might just want to call him a helper and hope that rope is a good one. Hold on, buddy. With a combination of gas and fire, the balloon starts to take shape. Once it's inflated, for a few dollars, you can jump in and catch a little bit of air to get a nice sunset view. Now, I've never been in a hot air balloon, and guess what? I still haven't. It may always be on the bucket list and never crossed off. Akane Imaya is a former Saipan resident who is now living in Japan.
I was in Saipan almost 30 years, more than half of my life. And I think, I'm not sure which country I'm belonging to. I feel like I'm more like an islander. So everything, life, food, nature, especially natures.
Akane says there are some major cultural differences.
One thing I really noticed, people don't talk to strangers. When we pass each other, they don't say hi.
Travel writer Pico Ayer is a foreigner who lives in Kyoto, and he says all that Japanese shyness goes out the window at baseball games. He says that's a must-do when visiting Japan to get a sense of some of the intricacies of the country.
Our Japanese friends can be quite shy and reserved when you meet them on the streets, in public. Not in the baseball stadium. They are more boisterous and welcoming and passionate than anyone you'll see in Boston's Fenway Park or Yankee Stadium in New York. An old lady will crane forwards to give you a piece of her fried octopus. A man dressed from head to toe as a tiger will enfold you in a bear hug. Suddenly, as a foreigner, you're no longer an outsider, you're part of the team.
The theme of the Adventure Travel Summit is Chowa, which means harmony or balance. Saudi Arabia presented and says they are opening the country up to tourism.
Maybe when you think about tourism in the region, you think about big skyscrapers and big events, and yes, we definitely have that. But today, we want to tell you a little bit about our commitments to conservation.
The kingdom is setting aside 25,000 square kilometers that will be protected in a national park.
Being an explorer, reading of those that will go and discover new places, go home, tell stories of new worlds that they've found.
The Tuscany region of Italy is making a big investment to become even more bike-friendly. Using their application that interacts with Google Maps, you can choose the type of bike you want to ride, mountain, road, or gravel, and then you can choose the length and degree of difficulty. Routes range from easy to very demanding and everything in between. Adventure travel is starting to ramp up in Asia as the younger generation is beginning to look for more experiential travel. MVA's Chris Conception.
First, I do think that we do have a good product. I think, what's our challenge is to basically how do we market it more effectively? And basically, I think, some of the opportunities that I think are out there for us is really, culture is a big thing. Gastronomy is a big thing.
Conception says that engaging visitors to the Marianas will become a concerted part of the marketing efforts.
To promote local products, local food, local adventures, support local businesses, local artists and craftsmen and craftswomen. I think that's kind of going to be the next thing for us. I think that we need to sort of find a way to work collectively with industry partners.
From Hokkaido, Chris Nelson for the Channel 2 News.
Today marks the end of National 4-H Week. In celebration, students in the 4-H program took to the beach to paint the sunset away. 4-H advisor Robert Suzuki tells more.
Today we're doing Paint the Sunset Away. This is a 4-H event to celebrate National 4-H Week, which is celebrated across the nation. And so we're here on Saipan doing an event, but there's also events happening on Tinian and Rona.
4-H is a youth organization founded to help develop citizenship, leadership, responsibility, and life skills of youth. The programs throughout the week were decided upon by the 4-H Youth Council and included a taco game night and scary movie night, in addition to the Paint the Sunset Away night. 4-H Youth Council Vice President Jane Mazunder explains more.
We really wanted to combine all the past activities by the different 4-H Saipan Youth Councils, and so we, as a council, came up and thought of this event. There was a few years back where a council did a painting the night away in like the lighthouse or something, and so we wanted to incorporate that as well as showcase the beauty in the Marianas and engage with the youth.
one of Saipan's beaches, this mother lays about 100 eggs under the cover of darkness. She hides her nest as best she can and then slowly makes her way back to the ocean. The eggs hatch and the babies head for the sea, where they will face a daily dose of danger. Just 1 in 1,000 will make it to adulthood. Those that do will one day lay their own eggs. Sea turtles are protected under CNMI law. If you see one that is stranded or if you see illegal activity, call the hotline at 287-8537. Location, location, location. Office space on Capitol Hill available now at the Hermosa Vista Business Park. With natural light and ocean views, it's the perfect place for creative professionals. So upgrade your life and your working environment. Schedule an exclusive showing now. Call us at 670-483-4750 or email hvsaipan@gmail.com.
Buenas sports fans.
Last night, Game 19 of the Intergovernment Business League tournament pinned Docomo and CPA against each other. Let's take a look.
Hi, my name is Shane DeLeongro, number 10, playing for Docomo Pacific. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't get to warm up, but you know, I just came into the game. We're down by 10, just trying to put up the score for my team, and eventually just hopefully we get this dub. You know, we're just trying to, you know, lessen turnovers, trying to stay calm and, you know, play more defense. I think we need to communicate more on defense, and we just got to take our shots and hope it goes in.
Hey, it's Frank Robert, CPA ARF. So far, so good. You know, this is a team effort, and you know, kudos to the boys, man. They're giving it their all. hopefully we come up with the dubs, you know.
Fast, fun, and easy. That's how your home Wi-Fi should be. So start with an internet plan that fits your budget. Introducing your home Wi-Fi starter pack, also known as WISP. Enjoy up to 25 megabits per second for as low as $35 a month. Plus, a free router with your wireless subscription. That's hours of movies, games, social media, and more endless fun. Get your Wi-Fi starter pack today only at Docomo Pacific. Better together. Additional conditions may apply.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Taking a look at our weather, tonight will be partly cloudy with isolated showers and thunderstorms. East winds 10 to 15 miles per hour with lows around 78 and a 20% chance of showers. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with isolated showers and thunderstorms. East winds 15 to 20 miles per hour with highs around 87 and a 20% chance of showers. Saturday night through Sunday, mostly cloudy with scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. East winds 10 to 20 miles per hour with a 40% chance of rain and lows around 78, highs near 88. High tide will be 1.7 feet at 11:52 p.m. this evening before going down to 0.2 feet at 8:01 a.m. tomorrow morning. High tide tomorrow will be 2 feet at 4:33 p.m.